Hi everyone! I haven't posted a video in a long time, and I thought it would be cool if I started live streaming some meditations on Sundays. So since this is my first one, I don't expect many people to come, and that's okay. And if you come and find this meditation later, you can listen to it whenever you want. So in case you don't know who I am, it's been a while since I posted, but my name is Cecilia Kinsey, and I'm a mindful meditation teacher. I'm a certified mindful meditation teacher by the International Mindful Meditation Alliance, and I'm also in school to get another mindfulness certification called MBSR. And so basically, mindful meditation is, I believe, a really gentle style of meditation where you become aware of your experience in the present moment, non-judgmentally, and if possible, with kindness and compassion towards yourself. So you can practice mindful meditation basically in any position. I like to practice it just sitting in a chair with my feet planted firmly on the ground and my arms hanging loose with my hands on my thighs or my knees or perhaps in my lap. But if you have some physical limitations that don't allow you to sit down, then you're absolutely welcome to lay down as you meditate. And you can even meditate standing up. It's typical that you would meditate with your eyes closed, but for some, especially if you have PTSD or your mind just won't settle down, or perhaps you're tired and you start to fall asleep when you close your eyes, you can try meditating with your eyes just softly open, and you can experiment with meditating with your eyes open and closed and just find what works for you. I would say, though, that I do not recommend. It would be actually very dangerous to listen to this meditation while driving or operating heavy machinery. So this meditation is meant for you to do in a safe place, in your home, like I said, in a comfortable position, whether sitting in a chair or laying down. So, to get started, I just wanted to say, in case you've never meditated before, I'll go really slow and gentle. And usually it's a pretty neutral experience for people. But for some strong emotions may come up as you meditate. And this is typical. And if you find that the emotions are so strong that you're feeling overwhelmed, I really recommend to take care of yourself and to open your eyes and to get up and walk around and do something that is very soothing for you, whether it's a warm bath, a cup of tea, calling a friend, and just getting back to that space where you feel safe. Because if you're feeling overwhelmed, meditation is not going to benefit you at all. So it's very important that you feel like you're in a safe space when you're meditating. And if you do start to feel overwhelmed, and it's a common thing whenever you try to meditate, I would recommend seeking out a licensed counselor, psychologist, and maybe work through some of your issues. Perhaps it's past trauma, or perhaps meditation just doesn't benefit you, and those are all questions that you can ask your certified counselor. Meditation has helped me so much in my life. I feel like I handle stress better. I'm just able to keep my composure better in stressful situations. I have more energy. I feel like I'm a kinder person. And I still get triggered and I still, react, but I feel like I'm able to use these mindfulness tools that I've learned so that when I'm triggered, I don't make an impulsive decision or say something impulsive. I'm able to kind of pause, regain my composure, and then start again. So that's kind of what mindfulness is all about. Sorry, this is a new mic, so I'm not quite used to it yet. So I've had amazing results with practicing mindful meditation. They did not happen overnight. I've meditated since I was really young, experimented with different types, but for the last 2 years or so, I've been doing just mindful meditation. And within mindful meditation, there's a lot of different types of meditation. So it's not just one style, there's many styles within the mindfulness style, which keeps it for me interesting. And I enjoy it so much. So it's been about 2 years, and this is the type of meditation that I would love to teach others, because I found that I've had so many wonderful benefits from it in my life. So anyways, if you'd like to meditate with me, you're welcome to get in a comfortable position. Like I said, I prefer just sitting in a chair, like a dining chair. If you want, you can put a cushion under your bottom, or maybe one to support your back. If you can, sit up straight without your back leaning against the chair, it's best, but not all of us could do that comfortably, and that's fine. So if you need a pillow to support your back, please do so. I like to have my feet firmly planted on the ground. And if you're like me and petite, you might want to put like a book or a block or something if you need to raise your feet a little bit, because I know sometimes my feet don't touch the ground because I'm so petite. So if that's the case with you, then please feel free to do that. And so I'm sitting with my feet planted firmly on the ground, and my shoulders are down. They're soft and they're relaxed, and you can kind of roll them down your back. And my arms are just loose, hanging at my sides. And you're welcome to put your hands on your lap, on your thighs, or even on your knees, just in a comfortable position. There really is no right or wrong way. These are simply just suggestions. And so it's kind of like when you're feeling your spine lift, it should kind of feel like your head is over your heart, your shoulders are in line with your torso, your heart is over your hips, and if it feels comfortable, you can slightly, just very lightly shift your pelvis forward, and then tilt your chin just slightly in. Again, only if it feels comfortable. If it doesn't feel comfortable, then you're not going to have a successful meditation session. So please make sure that you're comfortable. And like what I said earlier, you're welcome to keep your eyes softly open, maybe with just a gaze just ahead of you, a short gaze, or you can close your eyes fully. So I will probably be closing my eyes during this meditation, but like I said, you're welcome to open and close them as much as you want. And again, if you start to feel overwhelmed with emotions, to please stop and do some self-care, some self-soothing exercises until you feel safe again. It's really important to listen to our own inner wisdom and to always be safe within ourselves. And so you have complete permission. If you don't like what I'm saying and you want to do something different, you have complete permission to do that. This is not about me. It's about you. It's about your experience, and I want it to be a safe experience for you, especially if this is one of your first times meditating. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be doing a short mindfulness meditation, and this is a bit of a welcoming meditation. We're going to just kind of start to focus inwardly. We're going to focus on different parts in our on our bodies that we can use as anchors. We're also going to focus on our breath, which we can also use as an anchor. So an anchor is something that you focus on when your mind wanders, because your mind will wander. That's what it does. It's completely normal. And so don't worry if you find you're getting lost in thought. Once you notice that, you just gently bring your attention back, either to a part of your body that we've focused on earlier, or to your breath. Some people even use sound as an anchor. So I would say most people use their breath. And then I think after, if it doesn't still feel comfortable to use your breath, you can use your feet. Your feet are a good anchor as well. And don't worry, I'll be guiding you through this. You don't really have to worry about anything right now. I would just get in a comfortable position. And just for fun, I like to ring my bowl at the very beginning of the meditation. At the end, I'm not sure how it sounds with YouTube, so I hope it sounds okay. So I'm going to start with the ringing of the bowl. You guys can see it over here. So just letting our attention follow the sound of the bowl. And again, getting comfortable and closing our eyes. All right. Okay, so settling in, closing our eyes, finding a comfortable position, spine lifted, head over heart, heart over hips, feet on the ground, shoulders soft and relaxed. Hands on our thighs or our knees or in our laps. And again, just slightly tilting the pelvis forward and slightly tucking in the chin if it feels comfortable. Good. When you find the right posture for you, you'll feel this almost this lightness. Good. So now we're just going to take a few deeper breaths than we normally do. I like to start with 3 deep breaths. This is just so we can really feel the breath, and also so that we can release any general tension we might be feeling in our bodies. And if you're in perhaps it's been an extremely stressful day, you're welcome to do a little sigh with the exhalation. So it goes like this, breathing in, and then sighing, ah. That just kind of helps the body really relax. Good. All right. So I just want to congratulate yourself. Let's congratulate ourselves for taking the time to meditate today. It takes a lot of effort to make this time for ourselves, this nourishing time for ourselves. And it really is an act of self-compassion. So congratulations for being here. And maybe just appreciating all the effort and good intentions that it took to get us here. Good. So now let's just find our mind and our hearts. Just let our mind and heart arrive to our bodies. Just settling into our bodies and just welcoming ourselves to our bodies and to our meditation practice today. Perhaps with just a big inward smile. Yeah, just feeling the smile all through the body. Good. I like to think of arriving into meditation like a butterfly gently landing on the petals of a flower. Just landing softly. Good. And so now let's just expand our awareness, our focus, all the way down through our bodies, all the way down to our feet, and just really feeling into the feet, and just noticing any sensations we might be feeling in the feet. You might feel tingling, a sense of heaviness or lightness, a warmth, perhaps a coolness, perhaps some tightness or some softness. Or maybe you're feeling not much at all. Maybe it's more like a numb feeling. And that is perfectly valid as well. Just noticing the sensations in your feet with non-judgment. And just being present with your feet as best you can. Perhaps you can notice the solidity of the ground against your feet. Perhaps you can notice the position of your feet. Or maybe even how one foot feels different than the other foot. And again, we're just noticing there is no right or wrong. Good. And now shifting our attention to our thighs and our pelvis, and just being present as best we can with this area, and just maybe noticing the points of contact of the pelvis as it touches the chair, the couch, or the pillow you're sitting on, and just noticing that. Good. And now moving our attention to our hands, just really feeling into our hands, feeling through the palms and the fingers. And you're welcome to wiggle your fingers and open and close your hands if it helps. Just noticing what sensations may be there. Again, do you feel tingling, numbness, heat, coolness, heaviness, lightness? Is it static or fluid, heavy or light? There is no right or wrong answer. Just being as present as we can with our hands. Just noticing perhaps what position they are in. And what are they touching? Your thighs, your knees. Maybe one hand is cupped in another hand. And again, just noticing without judgment and just with kindness towards ourselves. Good. And now shifting the attention to our breath. Just noticing the breath. We're not trying to take a deep breath or change our breath in any way, just noticing the quality of the breath. Just noticing, is it shallow or deep? Is the breath fast or slow? Just noticing with curiosity and kindness. And just being as present with the breath as you can, as best we can. And if you find your mind wandering, getting lost in stories or maybe to-do lists, projecting into the future, thinking about the past, just getting lost in thought, just as you notice, you can give yourself another inward smile, congratulating yourself that you noticed when your mind was wandering. And that was a mindful moment. So congratulations. And then just gently bringing the focus back to an anchor of your choice, whether it be your breath, your feet, or your hands. And like I said, for the majority of us, it'll be our breath. Just coming back to the breath, noticing the breath. And with our kind awareness, just following the full duration of the breath as it comes into your body, and following the full duration of the breath as it comes out of your body with the exhale. And just noticing the movement of the breath in the body, the air coming in and out, the chest rising and falling, or if you're breathing through your belly, the diaphragm expanding and contracting. Just noticing the movement of the breath in the body. You might even notice the movement of the breath in your shoulders as they slightly rise with each in-breath and drop with each out-breath. Maybe even see if you can feel the breath in the back of your body, perhaps in the upper and lower back. Just following the ebb and flow of the breath, riding it like a surfer would ride a wave. We're riding the waves of our breath. And just noticing that gentle ebb and flow, like the tide coming in and going back out. And if it feels natural, just letting the body almost rock with the movement of the breath. As if you're being rocked and cradled by the breath. And just allowing the breath to soothe us. Allowing it to be soft and fluid. Just with the very lightest of touches, just softening anywhere in the body where the breath feels tight, the neck, the shoulders. Just letting the breath flow. Just breathing. Being breathing. Almost as if the body is breathing you. Almost as if the breath is breathing you. So you are the one being breathed. Just surrendering into our breath, letting go. just going to sit in silence for a few seconds. Just following the natural rhythm of the breath. Good. There's nothing to do, nothing to fix. Just experiencing our breath moment by moment by moment. Breath by breath by breath. Good. So now we're going to expand our awareness to include our breath and also our entire body. And just imagining what it would feel like to breathe through the entire body. As if your entire body was just one big lung. Feeling the breath all the way from the tips of your toes and all the way out through the top of the head, almost as if you were a whale, as if your breath was water. Through the blowhole of a whale, just letting that breath come in and out to the entire body. Exhaling through the top of the head all the way down to the feet. And inhaling up through the feet all the way through the body and out the top of the head. And just letting the breath soothe your body. Again, imagining the breath as if it were the ebb and flow of the tides, just coming in and out through your entire body. And perhaps just softening into any areas of your body that you still might feel some tension or resistance. Letting the breath soothe these areas. And it's okay if there still is tension, just accepting, allowing whatever it is we're feeling in this moment. Just embracing our entire body with kind awareness. Good. Continuing to breathe with the entire body as if every cell is breathing in and out, in and out. And if this starts to feel a little bit too intense, you can go back to just focusing on the breath in the belly or the chest. Zooming in to our breath, or if you like, you can zoom out like a wide camera lens and feel the breath within the entire body. Good. And so now as this meditation is coming to an end, let's see if we can just simply rest in awareness itself. Just letting go of the breath, letting go of the body. Just resting here in this moment. Resting outside of time. Resting in the stillness of this moment. And in the beauty of our own hearts opening to themselves. If you like, you're welcome to put a hand over your heart. Kindness tends to deepen presence. Just offering some soothing and supportive touch with a hand over your heart if it feels safe, if it feels good and comfortable. And again, just finding that still space where we're resting in pure awareness, outside of time, resting here in the stillness of this moment and in the beauty of our hearts opening to themselves. Good. And before I ring the bell, I'd like to read a poem. You've probably heard of it, but it's always wonderful to hear it again. It's called The Guest House by Rumi. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a meanness. Excuse me, I messed up. A joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. I'm going to ring the bowl. Good. And so when you're ready, you can start to slowly open your eyes. Just look around at your surroundings and kind of get centered back into your environment. And if you like, you can stretch. I like to stretch. I like to yawn too. I feel like that brings in more oxygen. Oh. You can pat the body. I like to pat the body, wiggling the fingers and the toes, and just really make sure that you are aware and awake as you go about your daily or nightly activities wherever you are in the world, and especially if you have to get behind the wheel of a car. So I'm so glad that you joined me on this impromptu mindful meditation stream. I teach 2 meditation classes for PalouseMindfulness.org, Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific and Saturdays at 5 p.m. Pacific. So you're welcome to check that out at PalouseMindfulness.org. It's all free, it's a nonprofit, and it's a wonderful community. And you're also welcome to visit my website. It's gentlejourneymindfulness, or my Instagram, which is gentlejourneymindfulness as well. I tend to post a lot of my abstract watercolors, and occasionally I will do workshops where we will combine meditation and some art and poetry and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, please sign up for my email list on my website at gentlejourneymindfulness.com. And I think in the description are all my links, my email, the link to Palouse, everything that that I mentioned, if you would like to check it out. And if you have a time that you would like me to do these live stream meditations, let me know. Sunday is pretty much my only free day, so they'll definitely have to be on Sundays, but I'm flexible to whatever time is best, and I could even do more than one meditation per day. And I think this was just over a half an hour, so I plan that this will be kind of the format. So give me any feedback if you're interested. And other than that, I hope that you have such a lovely day, and I'm so glad you spent these few minutes with me here. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you'll come back and that we can meditate again together soon. All right, well, thanks for coming, everybody. Have a great day.